How's it going, guys? So this is the very first video of a 4 or 5 part series. I don't know how long it's going to be just yet. I haven't decided, but these are going to be beginner friendly beginner friendly kind of mini series to help those people that maybe aren't into disc golf yet. They haven't bought a disc, or maybe they have one disc laying around and they're looking at getting more. And my first bit of advice on that would be talk to somebody that plays disc golf. Either, you can go on Facebook and look up your local leagues, find something like a league, or just go out to the course and find something. All of us, most people, 98% of us that play disc golf are very friendly and will help you the best we can because we like seeing new people come to the sport. So go out and try to talk to somebody before you go out and buy a handful of discs. So the problem that I see most with brand new people is they will go to the store and they'll buy the fastest disc they can. By that I mean distance drivers. Distance drivers have a slimmer profile with a wider rim on the bottom. This is a Knight. It's a speed 14. I don't have the arm speed for a 14. I'll go into arm speed in a later video and kind of tell you the problems with a speed 14 with a beginner. But for right now, if you go to the store, don't pick up the smallest disc you can find or the thinnest disc you can find with the widest rim. More than likely, if you've never thrown before, you're not gonna have the arm speed and your technique's not gonna be up to par to throw that disc. A speed 14, a speed 13, 12, even a speed 10, they're very temperamental. So you have to throw them with perfection. They have to be thrown right. If they're not thrown right, you're not gonna get anything out of it. A lot of times on Facebook and Twitter, I see people asking the question, I can throw my putter 250, 275 feet, but I throw my distance driver 150 or 100 feet and it just crashes out. The reason for that is you probably have something wrong with your technique, or maybe the disc is just a little too fast for you, right? So also in a later video, I'll be going over the disc speed and kind of what that means. And basically to throw a higher speed disc, you have to have a higher arm speed. As a matter of fact, you won't see a lot of pros throwing a speed 14 disc unless absolutely necessary. The reason why that is because, again, they're very temperamental, and it takes a lot of arm speed to throw a disc like that. So you're a new player. I just told you not to buy the thinnest disc with the widest rim that has the highest numbers on it, right? So what do you buy? So a lot of your professionals and a lot of kind of coaches will go out and they'll tell you to buy something like a putter. This is a Lucid X Warden. Now, putters are okay to start with. It's not something I recommend personally, and the reason why is because of something called nose up. If you throw a putter nose up, it has so much glide to it that it's just gonna keep going. It's gonna give you good distance, but you're not gonna know that you're throwing it nose up. Where if you do take a distance driver, like my Speed 14 Knight here, and you throw it nose up, it's gonna let you know quickly because the disc is gonna go straight up in the air and it's gonna crash hard. Where a putter is going to kind of accept it because it's a little thicker and the rim's a lot smaller and it has a lot of glide. So it wants to stay in the air. So it's gonna try its hardest to stay in the air even if it's nose up. So you're gonna get a lot of distance out of that. So a putter's okay to start with, but I would recommend starting with a mid-range in that area. That way you can still kind of see if you're throwing it nose up, you'll still kind of get that it'll lift a lot up in the air and then still possibly crash out. So where do you start there? I would suggest something like a mid-range like a Fuse. Still a lot of glide, and it's not exactly quick, it's a speed 5. But because of the glide, it still gets good distance. The other disc that I would suggest is something like Dynamic Discs Patrol. The good thing about this disc is it's so slim that it's kind of has that distance of a fairway driver. It's still a speed 5, but it's a little bit thinner than something like a Fuse. So if you throw this nose up, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go really high and it'll keep going. It'll get you the distance so you can still have that fun, but it's gonna try to teach you how to keep that nose down. So distance drivers for new people, I would stay completely away from them. Maybe a lower speed fairway driver might work for you, or a higher speed mid-range. That's where I would stick to if you're a new person that's never really played disc golf or you've never thrown a disc before. Stick to that higher speed mid-range, lower speed fairway. This will work out for you better until you can go and you can talk to somebody at league or you can learn to keep it nose down. because nose up is one of the very first mistakes that you'll make as a beginner. And if you don't, you're one of the first, believe me. So this is a short video today. Again, it's gonna be a 4 or 5 part mini series I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but feel free to comment, you know, maybe something that I just said, hit the bell icon for notifications for the future videos I'm gonna be doing in this series. Also check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.